prove a point. I've got a tarmac in the another SL7 here. I've got another one in the box here. Just I can't even bother building it up. They're just a pain there. I've got a group set. I've got rim brake for it. I'm gonna put some rim brakes on this bad boy. I've got another SL7 in the thing. This is an SL7 S Works, and it's just give me a rim brake. Everyone's got out there a rim brake frame, so you want to swap for it. Is good, good value market value for sure. Well, it's not even that finished that nicely, is it? For the money these costs, man, it's not even finished that good. I mean, it's good enough, but they're just nice colour, but they're just so flaxy. They're gravel bikes, man. I don't want a gravel bike. I want a road bike. The whiteboard here, we've got the pen. We've got a couple of S-Works bike here. We've got the SL7 behind there, the tarmac, and we've got an S-Works SL4 Roubaix. Now we're going to talk about why are these bikes getting so heavy. The S-Works behind there, you can see, I just use it as a clothes rack. I don't even ride it. There's even a chain on there. No chain, no cranks. But this S-Works SL4 Roubaix, out of the box, both bikes are 56cm bikes. The S-Works Roubaix with the Rival wheels on it, and a lot of tyres, 6.4 kilos, no pedals, 6.4 kilos out of the box, all right, with the stock Specialized bar, a lightweight post, and a stock carbon railed saddle, which we don't have on there today. 6.4 kilos out of the box. Now the SL7, costs $18,000 Australian out of the box. We're talking 56, we're talking about 7 kilos out of the box, 7.2 out of the box. So your big differences in there. So you're talking 800 grams. Disc equals 800 gram extra weight or roundabouts. All right, and that's because we need. This is road disc. Now I love on my disc on my gravel bike. I love it. Disc for dirt. And rim for road. All right, that's how we roll here in Australia anyway. But if you live in the UK, maybe disc for your commutes. But then again, you're going to be running a fat tyre anyway, so you're basically on a gravel bike. What the Specialized S-Works SL7 now is basically a gravel bike. This is the Roubaix road bike, the SL4, super light, 6.4 kilos out of the box. 6.4 kilos out of the box. And that's a 10-speed SRAM, old, 10-year-old groups, 9-year-old groups at almost. Crazy. You've got that bike for $1,000 second hand with the Rival Rapide CLX. It's cost me about $1,000. Crazy. I got these yesterday, these Rivals, the CLXs, for $40 for the pair. $40 for the pair. Then $20 was a brand new old technical cassette which I've taken off. $40 for the pair. Pretty worn, but we can fix them up. So we're getting such extra weights now. What's going on here? So, back in the day, a top, Australian prices, you can probably get a top of the range S-Works for 9K AUD, right? SL 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9K. Maybe if it's been out for a couple of months, the shops drop it, day one, maybe 12K, but about 9K. Sometimes the bikes will go down to a 3K AUD for the S-Works, back in the day. And then max would be like 5K AUD on sale. Now we're talking 18K AUD for a tarmac SL7. It's insane. How does that work? And sale price, you might get one for, they're not even on sale yet, but maybe, 15K, maybe, and they're gravel bikes basically. I call them a Gramac. It's not just a tarmac, it's a Gramac. Gramac, not tarmac. So, what's going on with these road disc brake bikes, it is just insane, isn't it? It is really insane. All the brands, I'm not picking on Specialized here, but all the brands. You got your Scott Addict, which is called a Gradict, Gradict. You got the, what else you got? The Super 6, which is now the Gravel 6. Gravel 6. What else we got here? We've got, Specialisma is now a gravel bike. So Gradic, Gramac. What else we got? Gropel. Giant Propel's now the Gropel. All right, so the Gropel, and it's the TCR was, compact roads. Now it's compact gravel. So TCG, all right? True compact road, and then we've got compact gravel. So this is all changing up now. And over here we have Pinarello, Team Sky, GT, Rim Brake Cartel. That's what's going on over here. And we're just going to see him win the Tour de France again. Tour de France again. Who's going to be up there? The Slovenians maybe, but I mean we got Pogacar. He's also he's on the rims. Colnago as well to also do a rim brake bike. So where we're getting with this whiteboard, we're seeing that all the big riders are running rim brakes. It's just how it is. It's like this extra weight, 800 grams less potentially. Now, some of the teams are going to put some Uberlite stuff on there, and they're going to get their bikes down to about 7.2 kg. Meanwhile, Sky is on the money, 6.8 kg. All right. Peter Sagan's bike, SL7, 7.8 kg. Now, some people say that, Pinarello don't do the disc brake bike because it would be too heavy, but this is the SL7 on GCN, and the SL6, was 6.8. Peter Sagan, 56. So for those who said that the Pinarellos are too heavy and that's why they ride rim, they're just idiots. Well, they're not idiots. I mean, idiots, I say that in a nice way, affectionate way, just noobs. 1,100 grams is the weight of the lightweight tubulars, the LW tubs that Sky are using. 1,100 grams. Now, other teams are using the C40s, the tubs, tubular, disc, and we're talking about 1,260 grams to 1,400 grams, depends on who you quote, but you've got to add 250 for rotors and rings, like lock rings. So you're talking 1,650 gram or a 1,500 gram wheel set. So you're talking extra 400 grams of rotating mass at a minimum, times 3 weeks, times 21 stages. And we're talking how many seconds marginal gains we're talking, So the mass is there. So Brailsford and Co., they've got the biggest budget in pro cycling ever, and they're still on the rim. Still riding those rims. So, at a minimum, we've got 400 grams. But then you've got to add spokes, all right? Spokes add up, and that is less aero. Aero going down. More spokes. So you got the rotor is down aero. Because you got to have more spokes because of the offset, the torsional, stuff like that. The bikes don't corner as good because when you grab the front brake or the rear brake, you're getting that twisting effect, which is okay for us amateurs, but at the World Tour level, when you're really pinning downhill like you couldn't believe, your wheels just like moving to the left or to the right, it's getting dragged around. But with rim brake, it's just perfectly balanced. All right, perfectly balanced. But with disc, it goes over to the left, over to the right. On rims, it's boom, perfect. Like your calipers. Here we go, got the rim here, and with when your calipers tuned, your rim doesn't move. Now, if you got your caliper like that, you've done that before, and it's like that. See, look at that. Boom, that moves over. So you got rim brake, you got your calipers dead center. With disc brake, the pistons get hot, one of them rubs, and even if it's perfect, even if it's perfectly centered, it's still going to move that wheel because the caliper's on the left hand of the fork. All the braking's come from the left, so it's flexing, and then you add the through axles, the TAs, which is extra weight, so weight's going up over the quick release, and then for wheel change, the times are going up as well. Right, so to do a whole bike change, it's really frustrating. Now the through axles don't give any stiffness, extra stiffness at all. There was a great channel called Peak Talk, PT Peak Talk. Go check out his video on through axles. Right, Peak Talk. He's a UK YouTuber as well. He's got a giant TCR rim brake and disc brake. I think just go check it out. Peak Talk on the through axles. I won't go on too much because I think he's done a fantastic job explaining that. But that's what the bike industry is doing, is they're going to the road disc because we reached that 6.8 kilo limit, didn't we? Back in 2008. The Scott Addicts, the Tarmacs. I've got a Tarmac up there I'm going to build up. Look at that. It's an SL2 quick step, almost brand new. I'm going to flog off the SL7 when I get down to it. And, things like that. So you can just build up so much lighter. The bikes from 2008, all the road bikes from all the brands, the top dollar bikes from Scott, Giant, etc., were lighter in 2008 than 2021. That's because we've got disc brakes now, so the weight's gone up. And the price has gone up as well. So isn't that a fact? Actually, probably in 2006 onwards, Trek, Cannondale, definitely Cannondale. 2008 onwards, all the bikes were lighter, 6.8 less out of the box. And now with the Gradix and the Gramac and the Gravel 6 and the Gropel and the TCG, what are you going to get? You're going to TCR rim brake or TCG gravel bike? What are you going to go for? I mean, I love my gravel bikes. I love it. But, for gravel, not for road. So that's the deal there. The bike industry is going crazy. It's just going crazy, man. Let's pretend we didn't even see this. This is just disgraceful. I watch the Tour de France now. All I see is gravel bikes. And I'm thinking, guys, this is a road race. What are you doing? Let's get back to a clean slate. Well, this is what I propose the bike industry do. Let's just pretend 2020 didn't happen. 2021 didn't happen. Let's pretend that we didn't try and put disc brakes on a freaking tarmac, or a Roubaix. Let's just go back to these. Even the Aerolink brakes, which were crap, to adjust. Now we're to use a 13mm just to, look at that centering. I'll use an example here of the front brake. Excuse the ADD. Look at that, just perfect, Just works fine. We don't need disc brakes on road bikes, Look at that thing down there. We cut bloody pizzas. Look at that. Flat mount discs aren't even serviced properly. Getting a turkey gobble. It's great for the dirt, great for the mud, but for Tour de France, it's bloody overkill, isn't it?